Hello, everyone. This is Laura Mignott from C19 Coalition. I am so excited to have Pastor Cliff and Minister Yolanda from the Church of God of East New York, who are our wonderful partners for the very first Sunday supper experience we're doing this coming Sunday on Mother's Day in East New York. We are thrilled to be partnering with you all. And so I would love for you all to share what prompted you to decide to work with community health centers and start providing vaccinations to the local community.
Well, we've been in the East New York community for the last 91 years. And so we believe that we are to be a stabilizing presence there, serving and ministering to our community. It's our Jerusalem. And so I had been looking for a way during this pandemic to continue to serve our community, giving out food and giving out PPP. We've been doing that. But when the vaccination came out, and I know that folks that look like me were not coming out as quickly as I thought they needed to come out, or there was reservations, I started looking for the opportunity that we could be a vaccination site. And so I called some people, and then out of the blue, the church got an email that the Community Health Network, they were looking for a vaccination site in East New York. So I reached out to them. I wanted to find out more about them and who their partners were. And so we had a conversation, and I spoke to Ben and David, and I liked what I was hearing. And I thought our church was really positioned well in the community to be a vaccination site. And so we weren't using the building because of the pandemic. We were just doing our streaming. And so we had the whole fellowship hall open. And I said, this would be a great place to do this. So we invited them over. They came in, they looked at the place. They were excited. We were excited. Minister Yolanda, she was excited about working with the group. And so we went from there. And we started, I think, in the end of March. And been about a month now. And we said that people in our community need to see people that look like them to kind of take down the walls and invite them to come in. And so that's how we got started. And it's been going well.
Awesome. So wonderful. And honestly, that's kind of the reason why I came up with this idea for Sunday supper. For me, getting a vaccine, I went on TurboVax from Twitter and signed up on my phone to Javits Center. I took an Uber from my apartment in Lower Manhattan, got one in, got Johnson & Johnson before the pause, like 2 days before. Oh boy, all good. But it took me all of 15 minutes. And one of the things I noticed when I was sitting there at an observation is that I was the only Black person there. And I was like, yeah, this is why we have to do this. Because, because again, like I have a degree of privilege that most folks didn't. And so I've been like yelling from the rooftops, like, okay, we're gonna make this happen because you need to see people who look like us.
That's right.
Who do this. And it was really important for me to be like sometimes I like to be in the behind the scenes for when I'm building stuff. And then sometimes I think I have to be in front for folks to believe, like, come on in, the water's fine. So this is one of those occasions where I've like deliberately been front facing about this because I want folks to see that this is necessary, needed, safe, and absolutely something that has to happen. But I also realize that it's not, again, I take an Uber from my house. It's easy for me. It's not easy for everybody else. And so you all having a wonderful church to be a home base is just wonderful. So what made you all say yes when you got that email about doing Sunday suppers with us?
What made us say yes? Again, I was looking for something. I was trying to reach out to New York City, and they just weren't ready. I think there was a concern that there would be more vaccines than people would be willing to take. And so they were kind of waiting. And I think they had opened the Javits Center. And so they weren't to that point where they were opening up or approaching churches. And they're still not approaching churches that much. And I think in our community, the church is pivotal.
That's
The community trusts the church, and especially when, we've been there that long. And so when I was waiting on hearing back from the city, and then I got contacted by, community health, and it was really a no brainer. I
mhm.
did our research on the vaccinations. We actually did a seminar on COVID seminar. We did it online. We're part of an association called the National Association of the Church of God in West Middlesex, Pennsylvania, and I'm the presiding elder. And so we did that seminar, and it was national, and we had some experts on there. And so I knew that this was something that we needed to do. And I know the history, I know why there would be hesitation, with the history of experimentation on Black people and things like that. And I said, well, we can overcome the hesitation. I took the shot. My wife took the shot. We've already had our second shots. So we put it out to our congregation and to our network of churches here in the New York City area.
What are you all hoping to have happen on Sunday when we're going to essentially make this sort of Mother's Day celebration come together and add some additional goodies to the experience?
We're expecting that there would be good
Mhm,
food.
mhm,
We're expecting that there would be good service in terms of
mhm.
hospitality. And, we say that we treat people the way that we see people.
Right.
And we want folks to see the people that come out there as people of value, people of worth, and they're worth the effort, they're worth the investment that's being made to serve them. And so they're going to get some PPP, they're going to get their masks, they're going to get their hand sanitizers and some gloves, and they're going to be able to go home with a package, with food, and they're going to be able to sit down with some of their loved ones, and they're going to eat it, and they can say, this wasn't a handout, just a little sandwich or something like that. This is a good meal.